going on, Star Wars fans? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Discussions, where today we're going to be discussing the future of Kylo Ren in Star Wars Episode 8. Now, I'm just going to warn you guys right now, if you guys haven't checked out the movie, go on ahead and see it, because right now I'm going to go on ahead and release some spoilers as to what happens in Star Wars Episode 7 between Kylo Ren, Rey, and Finn. So if you guys don't want to know anything, I either suggest you guys to turn the video off or just go on ahead and skip on forward. So, now that you've been warned, let's jump right into it. So, we've seen Kylo Ren duke it out against Finn and Rey in Star Wars Episode 7. In particular, everyone was complaining on the fact that Rey was able to defeat Kylo Ren towards the end of the movie due to the fact that she was Force sensitive, and of course, she possessed a greater Force knowledge than Kylo Ren, a person who had more experience with the Force than Rey had. Now, that insinuates one of two things. Number one, it does insinuate that Rey is going to be a future Jedi in Star Wars, and number two, it insinuates the fact that Kylo Ren has never faced off against someone who is equal to or greater than him in power. And of course, the reason why I say that is because it was confirmed by Supreme Leader Snoke when he told Kylo Ren that yes, he was the last of the Knights of Ren, and he's never gone up against such a test before. He has never faced off against such a challenge, and of course, which builds up towards the end when Supreme Leader Snoke tells the army to bring Kylo Ren to him to complete his training. Now, what does he mean by that? We don't know. Perhaps maybe he's going to challenge Kylo Ren and teach him and show him what it's like to fight someone who's equal to or greater than him in power, and I think Supreme Leader Snoke is definitely going to put Kylo Ren up to the test, but needless to say, a lot of people were complaining on the fact that Rey was able to defeat Kylo Ren. Although it was a very intense and interesting battle, I do believe that Rey definitely has somewhat of a connection to the bloodlines of either Luke Skywalker, or perhaps maybe in some correlation related to Kylo Ren, perhaps maybe a cousin or whatnot, maybe, and again, maybe a relative of Kylo Ren of some sort, because we do see the fact that she was able to push back when he was trying to read her mind, and he was pretty much taken back by the fact that she was able to keep up with him, and the fact that towards the end he was asking her if she wanted a master, a teacher, so she can learn the ways of the Force, and when that happened, she pretty much cut him up. I mean, we're not entirely sure if he's missing any ligaments, although we do know that she stabbed him pretty badly. Like, he has a giant laceration on his face, a giant scar to form later on down the road. He's really hurt. Chewie pretty much shot him with his rifle in the ribcage area, and we get to see that as Kylo Ren is like pounding his ribcage in order for him to pretty much keep alive and like just use that anger to like his advantage or whatnot. But Kylo Ren will return in Star Wars Episode 8. That is a definite, because number one, it wasn't confirmed that he died, and number two, Supreme Leader Snoke wants him back because he wants to finish off his training, the unknown training realms of Supreme Leader Snoke. He wants to definitely finish off and complete the project that is Kylo Ren, which leads me to this. Now, people are complaining about Kylo Ren. They were saying, oh, well, he was a wannabe Vader 2.0. Absolutely not. Kylo Ren was his own entity. Now, if you pay attention to what he was trying to do, yes, he was trying to replicate and be like Vader, but he had more human characteristics. He had more human traits going on with him, especially when he confronted his father, Han Solo, when he was telling him about all this pain that he had, and he felt like he was being torn apart, and he needed guidance, he needed help to do something, but he didn't really think that he had the strength to do so. And I believe in that case, what he meant by that was killing off his own father. And then after he killed off his own father, he never showed any sign of, remorse and any sign of mercy. He just came after Finn, basically called him a traitor, yelled at him, pretty much defeated him, nearly like took his entire spine out. And then when he fought Rey, that was very interesting, because that right there just goes to show that these two are going to be the next quote-unquote Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader. Just based off what we saw at the very end, Rey was able to keep up, and of course she got to see Luke Skywalker, and she was trying to give him the saber. But needless to say, Kylo Ren definitely feels for the girl in some way, that to where he wants to understand who she is, what she is, and how she obtained that much power. Rey does have raw, untapped power, and she definitely does need a master to teach her the ways. She was a scavenger back on Jakku, but needless to say, right now she's going to be a Jedi, and I'm pretty sure what's going to happen here is Supreme Leader Snoke is going to train Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker is going to train Rey, and both Rey and Kylo Ren will encounter each other one more time, and I think at that very moment, at that particular time frame, it will be a battle of the ages because Kylo Ren right now has more to look forward to. He has a lot more to prove, and I think he's definitely going to do that when he encounters Rey and Finn again. I don't believe Finn is completely dead. I do believe he's badly injured, but needless to say, the entirety of Kylo Ren is the last of the Knights of Ren, in which Supreme Leader Snoke stated, but we don't really know why exactly he is the last of the Knights of Ren. We don't know what happened to them. Comment down below on what you guys think happened to them, but needless to say, Kylo Ren in this film proved that he is going to be a true challenge because, again, he never died, and just his ruthless aggression alone, I mean, he had so much to prove, and he wanted to replicate Darth Vader, as stated by Rey, because once Rey read his mind, she said, wow, like, you are really trying desperately to live as Darth Vader, but you will never be like Darth Vader. You will never be as powerful as Darth Vader, and that pretty much ticked him off to the point where he just lost his mind, and he is beginning to lose his mind because he is worshiping Vader's, destroyed mask. He's pretty much asking and begging the spirit of Vader to guide him through the dark side and stuff. It's pretty insane, but Kylo Ren, he is not dead, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have his moment. When he fought Rey, that was a very critical time because the first time they encountered each other, he just completely froze her and knocked her out, brought her to the ship, and obviously interrogated her. The second time around when they fought, she gave him, a run for his money because obviously he was injured, but I don't fully believe that Kylo Ren would have lost if he was not injured. If it were not for Chewie shooting him, and if it were not for all of the frustration that he had within him, if Kylo Ren was at 100%, I do believe that Kylo Ren would not have been defeated by Rey. I do believe Kylo Ren would have killed Rey because he has more experience. I do believe that he is a better wielder of the saber than Rey is because obviously she is new to it. I do believe Rey possesses, again, raw, untapped power, but comparing that to someone who already has that experience, I do believe if Kylo Ren was at 100%, he would have never lost in the first place. But let me know what you guys think down below on Star Wars Episode 8. How do you guys think the entirety of the story is going to go about? Do you guys think Kylo Ren will return to fight Rey? Do you guys think that something else is going to happen? What do you guys think happened to the last of the Knights of Ren? Comment down below, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Star Wars fans, don't forget to subscribe for all the latest news, information, and updates. That way you guys don't miss out on a single episode. If you guys enjoyed, if you guys liked the discussion, if you guys love Star Wars, smash that like button, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. May the Force be with you all, and I'll be seeing you all in the next update. Take it easy, guys. Peace.